For most parents, handing a child their first smartphone feels like an invitation for trouble. You aren't just giving them a phone, you're giving them an unrestricted door to the internet. Back in 2005, the mobile market was expanding, but modern software-based parental controls didn't exist yet. The retail landscape was dominated by hardware designed for adults. This created a conflict in design. The buyer, the parent, wanted safety and limits, but the user, the child, wanted the same autonomy and entertainment they saw the adults enjoying. Firefly Mobile believed they could solve this by engineering a phone that addressed those parental anxieties directly through its physical build. By attempting to solve a behavioral problem with a molded piece of plastic, Firefly designed for the person in the retail store while overlooking the person on the playground. The original Firefly was a small, translucent blue toy. Its most radical design choice was removing the standard numeric keypad. In its place was a 5-button array featuring 2 dedicated keys for calling mom or dad. Communication was strictly controlled. The phone book was capped at 20 numbers, and it was PIN protected, so only a parent could add or change contacts. To eliminate the risk of unexpected costs or predatory contact, Firefly removed internet access and text messaging entirely. They even placed a dedicated 911 emergency button on the side of the device for immediate access to emergency services. Major carriers like Singular and retailers like Target embraced the concept. It was marketed as the ultimate safety device for children aged 8 to 12. The Firefly was optimized for the parent's wallet and peace of mind. It was a successful product for the person paying the bill, but for the person carrying it, the experience was different. Once the device left the store and entered the hands of actual kids, its limitations became its biggest flaws. In middle school, a phone is a social tool. Carrying a plastic device without a keypad that prominently featured a Call Mom button became a liability among peers. A 2009 sociological study from the University of Alabama tracked what this demographic actually wanted from their mobile technology. Data showed a massive gap. Boys demanded phones functioning as gadgets, wanting to play games, share pictures, and listen to music. For girls, the primary use was text messaging. By deliberately removing texting, Firefly stripped away the feature its users valued most. By engineering a device that ignored what children valued as social currency, Firefly ensured that its users would eventually refuse to carry it. In 2008, the company tried to pivot with the Fly Phone, a more advanced device intended for older tweens. It added the features kids wanted: a camera, an MP3 player, and full text messaging. It even featured a Morphin keypad that changed its backlight based on the current app. But because the buyer was still the parent, the phone remained bloated with PIN-protected restrictions and complex nested menus that made using those fun features a chore. The Fly Phone demonstrated that a single piece of hardware cannot perfectly serve 2 users with completely opposite goals. Firefly's market share collapsed. It lost its retail shelf space, pivoted into a health software acquisition, and eventually went out of business. The entire category of kids' hardware was soon replaced by the arrival of the smartphone. Today, kids carry the same hardware as adults. The safety features still exist, but they've moved into the software, where they can be toggled on and off without changing the physical identity of the device. The Firefly serves as a reminder that safety-focused engineering isn't enough to save a product if it ignores the status and psychology of the